But in a quiet little village, there lived a bright young boy named Kabir. He was clever, no doubt, but he had one major hurdle. He could never, ever focus. His mind was like a restless bird, hopping from one thought to the next. If he sat down to read, his mind would drift to games. If he tried to study, he'd start thinking about his phone or his friends. It was a constant battle. Kabir's father would often tell him, "Son, your mind is like a wild horse. If you don't learn to control it, it will pull you in every wrong direction. But if you discipline it, it will take you anywhere you want to go." Kabir heard the words, but he never truly listened. He didn't take it seriously. One day, his father's patience wore thin. He decided to take Kabir to see an old wise teacher known simply as Guruji. Guruji was famous for guiding young people toward success. After Kabir's father explained the boy's struggle with focus, Guruji simply smiled. He handed Kabir a small glass filled to the brim with water. "Hold this glass," Guruji instructed gently. "Walk around my entire garden and don't spill a single drop." It sounded simple enough, but as Kabir started his walk, the world came alive around him. Birds chirped beautiful melodies, leaves rustled in the gentle breeze, and the joyful laughter of other children echoed nearby. Every time his attention drifted, every time he glanced away from the glass, water sloshed over the side. By the time he returned to Guruji, the glass was only half full. Guruji looked at him and asked, "Why did you spill so much water?" Kabir, feeling a little ashamed, replied, "I got distracted by everything happening around me." Guruji's expression remained kind. "This glass," he explained, "is like your goal in life. The water inside is your focus, your attention, and all those distractions you noticed. The birds, the leaves, the laughter, that is the noise of the world. If you don't discipline your mind to stay fixed on your purpose, you will lose what truly matters before you even realize it." For the first time, the lesson clicked. It was a light bulb moment for Kabir. He finally understood. From that day forward, he decided to change. He started with small, manageable steps. He began waking up at the same time every single day. He set strict limits on his phone use. Most importantly, whatever he did, whether it was studying or helping his father, he gave it his full, undivided attention. He also started practicing meditation for just a few minutes each morning. He learned to observe his thoughts without judgment and to gently guide his mind back to a state of calm and stillness. At first, it was incredibly difficult. His mind still wandered, pulling him in 100 different directions. But he didn't give up. Every time his focus drifted, he patiently pulled it back to the task at hand, just like he wished he had done with the glass of water. Days slowly turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Gradually, Kabir started to feel a profound change within himself. His memory sharpened, his grades at school shot up. He felt more present, more in control of his own life. About a year later, a huge national competition was announced. It was a test of intellect and speed, where students had to solve incredibly complex problems under immense time pressure. Fueled by his newfound confidence, Kabir decided to enter. On the day of the competition, the hall was filled with nervous energy. The questions were tricky, designed to confuse and overwhelm. Many students panicked, their minds racing. But Kabir remained calm. He remembered Guruji's lesson. He focused on one question at a time, pouring all his mental energy into it, just as he had focused on the glass of water. He blocked out the noise, the pressure, and the doubt. When the final results were announced, a hush fell over the crowd. Kabir's name was called. He was the winner. The hall erupted in cheers. His family was overjoyed, and in the distance, Guruji smiled with a deep sense of pride. Kabir had done it. He had proven to himself and everyone else that a disciplined mind is a force more powerful than raw talent, more reliable than luck, and even more crucial than intelligence. From then on, Kabir wasn't just the bright boy from the village. He became known as the boy who mastered his mind. His story became an inspiration for everyone. If this story lit even a small spark of motivation in you today, don't let it fade away. Like this video, share it with someone you know who might need a little hope. And subscribe so we can continue on this journey of strength and wisdom together. Remember, your next chapter of success begins the very moment you decide to discipline your mind. There's no better time to start than right now. Start today.